don't want to follow procedure and law. Mr. Speaker, don't be tempted, Mr. Speaker. Don't be tempted. The law he relies on sits on stilts. I repeat, there's a proper petition. Let's wait for its admissibility. Because that has been done by a lawyer who knows the rules. Harun Edrisu is a respected lawyer. And we know that. Yes. This is a lawyer's rule. You know that. This is done by a lawyer. If it's issues about tax and economics, I will yield to Ato Forson. On this occasion, it's law. It's law. So let's go by the Harun Edrisu petition. That is the right procedure. But even so, that petition will be caught by the court process. You cannot proceed. You should know this. And you want to mislead, Mr. Speaker. My duty as a leader of government business, my duty as a majority leader, my duty as a majority leader is to guide, Mr. Speaker. I remain so. It will not change today. It will not change tomorrow. Mr. Speaker, this process has been duly filed. I have the writ with me. Not only the writ, it's not a naked writ, it's not a lame writ, Mr. Speaker. I also have accompanying the writ a motion or notice for interlocutory injunction, which is also attached to it. The process, Mr. Speaker, has been duly served on Parliament, as I'm made to believe. Mr. Speaker, I am of the view that this is not a matter that anybody can just get up and say that by virtue of a member filing a process to say that I am going to contest in a future election as an independent candidate, automatically I have lost a seat. Mr. Speaker, let me take members back to memory lane. In the 1960, the First Republic, where, Mr. Speaker, there was cross-carpeting in Parliament, 69 Constitution and 79 Constitution safeguarded the process where political parties were to be protected. And 1992 Constitution also adopted that provision. Mr. Speaker, it is therefore important for members to understand that practically you cannot say that once a member belongs to a caucus and has not resigned his membership of the caucus, the mere fact that he has filed to participate in future elections and their different tickets, he is caught by a certain provision of the Constitution. Mr. Speaker, I hold my view. I've heard other views contrary to this. That is the more reason why we require patience for this matter to be properly determined by the courts. We require patience for this matter to be properly determined. Somebody cannot say that, oh, there is a certain precedence. So relying on that precedence under Order 93, Mr. Speaker should just make a declaration. Mr. Speaker, this application, so-called, is leading you into a certain valley of confusion. It's a trap being set for Mr. Speaker for his long years in legal practice. Yes, because you simply want Mr. Speaker to make a declaration which will have far-reaching consequences. In any event, a man must be heard. The rule, all the ultram partem rule, the rule is clear. A man cannot be brought to judgment unless he's been heard. If you claim, then it was bad law. If that is what you want to say, that's what you want to say. It was, would you keep quiet for me to argue? Mr. Speaker, I need to be protected from this stubborn minority chief whip. Kwame Agboja has been a very stubborn minority chief whip. Yes. A man must be heard. It doesn't matter. You've been there before. Mr. Speaker, a man must be heard. The individuals whose matter is being raised are not in this chamber. They are not here. And your party member, your party has no petition. Have you, as General Secretary, written any petition that you've sacked him? And then he's not here. Even if there's a letter from the General Secretary that Honorable Aka has been sacked from NDC, he has to be heard. He has to be heard. A man must be heard. The rule is that if all men find a man's hand in a tail, his guilt must still be proven. You cannot just get up and say, Mr. Speaker, should make a declaration, declare somebody's seat vacant. Mr. Speaker, I will not belabor. I've put out the preliminary issues. I have also faithfully explained to you the processes before the Supreme Court of Ghana on this matter. Mr. Speaker, I have also submitted that there is a petition before you. And Mr. Speaker, the Harun Idrisu petition, if you look at it, it means that you are supposed to refer the petition to Petitions Committee. What they are doing, they just want a short circuit. And that is what Honorable Ato Forson is trying to do. Dr. Forson, this is law. This is not economics and taxation. You should know this. The lawyer has filed the petition, and you are using backdoor to create confusion. You want to mislead Mr. Speaker. That's what you want to do. That is what you want to do, Dr. Forson. That is what you want to do. The lawyer in Harun Idrisu has invoked the proper procedure. You just got up, you want to short circuit by saying